Hi there, we're back with Vega Strike, and in this little game I'm quickly going to show you how to make money, how the best strategy for making money quickly, the legal way. So we'll just start a new game again, and what you do in the main concourse, you go to the trading center and you continue to the trade facilities. So trade cargo. Now the way the cargo trading works is every planet has stuff, so you can click on these things and they give you a price. It also says higher scene, lower scene. So what you're supposed to do on every planet, you're supposed to click on one thing, just get the prices of everything that is there. And at the moment you have no reference, so this serves a little bit like a book, and not all planets have everything. So contraband, you typically don't want to fly around unless you like messing with the police, and it takes a little while to figure out what sells and what's a good deal and what isn't. So our first run would be from Atlantis, and you'd think that water would be a good thing here. However, you see, this is what you think: filtered water, we'll make mega bucks with that. And that's just not the case. So I'm just loading the prices in here. So so as you explore, you'd have to do this. But I know for a fact that in this specific system, brandy is a good seller, so I'm gonna buy all the brandy I can. I'm out of cash, so that's why I say don't spend any money, and we'll just click on the rest, just go through. I might even fast forward this a little bit, but this is the idea. Gases, raw materials. You'd think that it would be cheap and you could probably make some money, but not the case. On Atlantis, you buy booze, and then you go look for a place where you think booze would be a good seller, somebody that can't make booze. So gold and rares. Like I said, I'm just going through here, and this is a little bit of a chore at the beginning of the game. But if you do this a little bit, you'll pretty soon get an idea of what the prices are. So Atlantis is a good selection of stuff, and I have to say the guys that made the game, they did do quite a bit of work. So you could buy ships here, but these ships are not ships you can fly. They'll just stick around in your cargo. Okay, so in my inventory I have liquor, and it's all brandy, and I purchased it for 62. So I'll save my game. I'll just call it that. Save. Okay, done. And we go to the main concourse and we pop into space. And go, go. Now you'll see my speed picks up a lot more slowly. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut the music. And then I'm going to change
My name is Oswald, and I'm offering flight assistance.
Yeah, Oswald, I'm not interested. Okay, so I'm going to just engage my spec drive here. And there is Serenity. So let's autopilot to there. And we are away. If you look at the back screen, you might see the planet falling in the wayside there. We're zooming across the universe at the moment. That's really nice on Vega Strike, though, of course, there's external views.
Where are you heading?
Yeah.
Come back for more anytime. Have
Yeah.
a good flight and don't break your hull.
Yeah, so we're not interested. And then on this external view, you can scroll around your ship. There are some keys. So which ones are they? There we go. Oh, we're upside down. But yeah, there we go. Nice little background pictures, and we are definitely zooming across. If you want to see the far zooming across we're doing, you press Shift M, and you can see this is us moving along from this side to that side. Now you could switch this into ortho, and you could swap your axes.
And I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
Yeah, so definitely still moving. Okay, there we are. Approaching Seaford 7, so Shift M to get rid of the
I'd be
nav
scared,
computer.
but that was incompetent.
And zooming along. So when you're new to the game and you've got no money, do not engage anybody in a fight. Your ship
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
is tiny and weak, and will get blown out of the sky pretty quick. Luckily, the Vega Strike universe has a lot of different spaceships to choose from. Some of them are very big, some of them are very fast. There's not a combination where
And I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
There's not a combination where they are big and fast. But there are some tricks where you'd buy like a really big ship, fill it with stuff, switch to your little ship that's fast, go to the next place, switch back to the big ship, which then should be there. Okay, so that is autopilot.
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
So Y, and we'll just cut our speed here. We can maybe spec in a little bit.
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
We'll spec a little bit closer. Oh, and then start cutting the speed. So I prefer when docking to slide in from the bottom. Now because the space station is rather big, and you can hear it working there. Oh, I hope nobody's going for my little docking station. That's really annoying when that happens. So you got to dock post haste. So you got to get to about 500 meters. Once you're in 500 meters of your docking range, you are good and golden. Whatever you do, do not bump into. There we go. Just pocky park. Come on. Ready. So D for docking. And now we are inside the asteroid. Now, if you right click, it takes it to all the active pieces. So view, platform, main concourse, ship charts, launch. First thing we're going to do is go to the trade center, upgrade facilities, landing bay, trade cargo. And here we are, natural products, liquor, and I bought it for 62 and I'm selling it for 70. So not a huge bargain, but I'm selling it. So now we go through this again. The home appliances, 71, and you've seen it 94, so you could make a little bit of cash there. But there's just one of these. These are just to give you an idea of what the prices are. So when there's just one, that's all you can buy. But if you're a careful buyer, you could work out what each one of these are gonna make you. once you have enough money, these automated factories are a real gold mine, but you do need a very big ship to carry an automated factory. So again, all the little things, there's some huge price differences. Of course, that is if you can buy the same thing on a different planet. So for instance, if I were to buy something here that hasn't been seen, then that's a little bit of a crapshoot. So we're not really interested in that. What we are interested in is natural products, because this is what we're going to be trading in. Brandy, 70 here, 62 at Atlantis. Malt beverages, 45 and 39. Space grog, 60 and 53. Wines, 188. So depending on how much money you have, you'd prioritize. Yeah, so you see, I can bring some astral gases and atmospheric gases in. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is a bit of a chore. So nobody knows what these are worth, but alkali metals, 32, and here you go. So base metals costs 15 here and is 80 there, so just buy all of them, and I still have money left. So now my mass is already 10 times what it's supposed to be. Buy all the raw materials. Now I'm 32 times over, and I still have a bunch of credits. Refined materials, assets. So yeah, doing a little bit of back of the envelope math might get you going. So gold, for instance, buy all the gold, buy all the rare earths, buy all the corrosives, and that put a little bit of a dent in my finances, but that's just the way it is. Radioactive metals, that's like 100 per unit, 30% profit, and buy, and now I'm out of cash. So specialty goods, and why there's a sheep under erotica, I'll never know, but profit's pretty good on it. Games, blah blah blah. Okay, medical. So tiny little bit of a profit there, but yeah, if you're good at fast math. Okay, so now we have a selection of ships, and that's how much money you need to scrape together to buy one of these things, and that's without weapons or anything else. So these are fairly cheap. And then you can look at, if you want to fly them, it's a little bit different. So dodos and plowshare. I used to fly one of these. They're actually pretty cool. It doesn't change much. Your GUI is still your GUI, your HUD. Anyways, we are now at 400% base load. Save your game because you never know what happens. Saving, save, okay, done. And yeah, there's some other things to look at. Upgrade facilities. I don't have the money for that, but we will get back there on the next part. At the beginning, I'll just go back to the landing pad, launch, and now we are heavy, super heavy. We'll pull away from the ship. So that's at the back. Oh, yeah, so right, that's my rear view. Looking forward, look at that speed increase right there. In the meantime, we'll go back a bit. That's Atlantis, and while we're picking up speed, oh, somebody's running into the space station. Ugh. That's no good. Okay, that's Atlantis right there in front of me. Let's have a look around. Left, right. We're leaving on a jet plane. And if you put your spec on,
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
there's just nothing. This ship is now slow as anything. But that's a lot of money. So we'll kick in the autopilot. We shall do some weird maneuvers. So there goes. Oh yeah. And oh. So looking back, that's our space station slowly leaving. There is a tiny little bug. Oh, where are you going? Aim for Atlantis. Yeah. So this does take a little while. Vega Strike does teach you to be patient. Still leaving the station, and now our spec is engaged, and spec doesn't care about how heavy you are because you're not actually adding inertia, it actually compresses the space in between. And we can press D again for docking, running up to the speed of light there. I'm going to change that to travel, my GCNT. It does speed things up a tiny little touch. And now we're heading back. So Shift M. Now, while we are here and waiting, we can go up, and this is where the jump points lead. So down is where you are. Up, you could then say, I want to go to Stirling or Everett or Cordell or Enyo. And this map populates as you explore the universe. So some of my save games, this is quite extensive. Now see, there are 3 little brackets, so I can click on something and that's going to move one of them. Then I can target, select it, and then my ship would start aiming.
I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
And my ship would start aiming for the jump points that would get me there. At the moment, there is no there's no point in doing that. I just thought I would show you, but that comes later in the game. Once we've made a bit of money and we've upgraded our vessel to the point where we feel confident of zooming around space.
I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
And these guys are terrible. Okay. Anyways, we're 28 light minutes away. Doing some good speed there. And yeah, I've noticed.
An eject already.
When we're flying towards something that you can bump into, like a space station or something, the autopilot gets a little bit squirrely towards the end because it's trying to avoid bumping into the space station, even though it should go, oh, I'm going slowly, I should just stop and hand over control. But there we are, zooming right in, and
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
you can see planets. Ooh, what was that? Planets you can bump into, and there could have been some ships that is annoying the autopilot, but it's locked on course. It wants to get there. So approaching a planet doesn't seem to annoy it, but definitely something you can bump into that does make a difference. And yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth a lot of times, but if you're into grinding, yeah, do this run a couple of times. Get some money together. Don't waste it in upgrades just yet. once you start upgrading your vessel, you know that money is invested, and you can't play with it, so you can't buy more stock. So yeah, right at the beginning, don't buy anything unless you plan to sell it later. And of course, all the usual stuff: buy low, sell high, that sort of thing. And as you're exploring, take a look at each type of landing spot. There are different types of planets. They each manufacture something and need something. Different kind of space stations, and then all the different kind of space areas as well, where if you're looking for a specific type of ship, you have to do some research, figure out who makes that ship, and then how much it costs, and that sort of thing. One of my save games, I've got a really nice ship. I've got that hidden away somewhere. At the moment, we focused on, when you start out, this is the quickest way to add some zeros into your bank account, so that you can actually play properly. So you can see my speeds dropping there really quickly.
And I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
Now you can change the volume of the other people talking. I believe that's F10. Alrighty, so I'm gonna just go for full speed there and see if my auto is still active. I'm just gonna unactive that and see if I can get closer to that planet. So yeah, once you have your GCNT, and that you get by pressing Y. So again, you press escape, you see all the keys, and Y. Oh dear, is it even shown? Yeah, toggle combat mode. So this is travel mode, and combat mode, you stick it on. It never says combat, it just says maneuver. But yeah, in maneuver mode, you'd be maneuvering around bullets and things. So there's a big fighting part of Vega Strike where you fly around, and the game is more set up towards ships fighting each other. So there's a big variance in vessels you can have as well. You can be something really, really big with turrets and things where they would auto aim and shoot at little enemies flying around, and you'd have huge shields. Or you could be a small attack craft, that sort of thing.
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
In any case, you do spend a lot of time waiting to get close to the planet. As with anything, if you're working on a real ship, you'll know the drill. Oh, docking is ready. There we are. So main concourse, trade center, trade facilities, trade cargo, and uranium. That's a good little profit there. Sell that. Buy thorium. It's a tidy profit as well. Precious metals, rare earths. Wow, look at that. 200% profit. Gold, 200% profit. And anti-corrosives. More than that. Raw materials, metals, but alkali metals. Look at that. So now I've started with 15,000 credits. Now I've got 42,000 credits. That's what I'm saying. This is how you make money pretty quickly. So you go back to liquor, and you typically look for something expensive, and I believe this is in Malvoya. Yeah, so you pick something expensive and then hope that it's cheap on the other one. So these are all Saracantiers, Trapezian Premium. So yeah, as you saw with the metal, you don't want your ship to get to a heavy. So at the moment it's empty, so it's 100% base. And I buy this overpriced wine, and I'm only at 103% base. And Trapezium Premium, Emanoia, buy that. So out of credits, this one I don't know what the price is there. And yeah, save the game again, save, okay, done. And then back to the main concourse. So in later games we'll cover missions. You can do this as one of the first missions, that's one of the first missions, and there's a bartender you can talk to. There. Anyways, and then mission computer, that's more of the game interface once you start having a ship that actually is worth flying. But first things first, make some money. So back to the grind, pop off the planet. Y for travel, full speed, just get going. Press N a couple of times until you get to Serenity. Serenity is straight ahead of us, and you can see my speed's doing well. I can manually engage spec once I am out of the gravity wall of this planet behind me. I'll kick in autopilot, so there you can see spec is already, the multipliers bouncing up, and autopilot, and change my flight mode to maneuver, and away. So yeah, you do this a few times, and you'll have quite a bit of credit. You can actually double your money in every run if you buy carefully. And yeah, then once you've got your ship kitted out, better lasers, better stuff, that's again for a different video. We'll get to that one. But in the meantime, I'm gonna call it here and say thanks for watching, and yeah, feel free to join me on the next one. In the meantime, have a fantastic day, and goodbye.